Hey there, in this video I'm showing you a consistent way to farm weapon attack mods. Now we all know to get to the maximum power level, you need all your armor and weapons to have legendary mods. Now most legendary mods, as you know, are pretty easy to get. Specifically, armor mods, like to get them, it's extremely easy. They're very consistent. Now to get a specific one, like say for example, we'll have kinetic counterbalance mods. That to get that one specific mod, it's a little hard because there's so many other mods that you can get specifically towards armor mods. So to get it, it's pretty hard to get. But just to get one in general is pretty easy. So they're not a struggle. You always have them. As you can see, most of my inventory is filled with them. One, because there's so many of them and they're so easy to get. As well as like elemental damage mods, they're also pretty easy to get. As you can see, I've always have them. I had like 10 solar damage mods at one time, and that's mainly because you can get rare versions of them, and once you get enough rare versions of them, which is about 3, you can turn them into a legendary version. While with weapon attack mods, you can't do that. You can't get rare versions of them and turn them into weapon attack mods. That's because for elemental damage mods, you can, when they're in rare form, you can use that to switch around elements, and because it's different choices you can have with your elements or elemental damage on a weapon, that it makes sense to have rare versions of it. While for weapon attack mods, there are no choices. It's just weapon attack mod. So there's no point in collecting rare versions of them, which means that you can't get a lot of rare versions, which, getting a rare version of a mod is really easy. And once you get enough of them, you can turn them into a legendary version of it. There's none of that for weapon attack mods. That's one reason why it's so rare. As well as off Banshee, and every other way to get them is extremely rare as well. Specifically towards getting them a random drop from Banshees or the Weaponsmith Engrams. Very rare. It's a very rare really rare chance of getting it from a Gunsmith Engram, as well as dropping from a random mod. That's also extremely rare. Again, just getting a legendary mod is extremely rare, so I would not recommend doing this. It's just a waste of your glimmer. So I would not recommend, if you want to get a legendary mod and then turn that legendary into mod into weapon components so that you can do the next strategy I'm going to talk about. That is completely fair, but again, I wouldn't put your hopes up in getting a legendary mod from this. I've seen people go from 10,000 to 0, and they still didn't get. They got like maybe 2 legendary mods out of it. So I wouldn't recommend doing that. I'll just recommend doing it over time and gradually gaining mods over time. That's what I would recommend doing. But you do whatever you want. The other way you can get it is from getting a random drop off, or getting it automatically on a weapon. I got that with my Scatlock. I automatically got one when I got my Scatlock, which again, I wouldn't also recommend putting your hopes up. I wouldn't, if you need a weapon that has weapon attack mod on it, I wouldn't try and get this, because most of the time you're gonna get a weapon that has a weapon attack mod and this weapon is either not good or a weapon you don't like. It was just it was just by chance that I got the Scatlock with the weapon attack mod. I wouldn't trust that you're going to get a Scatlock with the weapon attack mod. The best way is to get a weapon attack mod and then install it onto a weapon. As well as, saying if you have a specific weapon, like saying the Adjudicator, and you want a weapon attack mod on it, the chances of you getting Adjudicator, especially with its rarity and how hard it is to get just to gain that Adjudicator, and then getting that Adjudicator with a weapon attack mod already on it, very rare. Probably the rarest thing probably one of the rarest things you can get in this game for that to happen. So the best thing to do is just to get the weapon attack mods themselves. Now, the one way you can do that, and the best way, or there's 3 ways you can get that, but the best way, the most consistent way, is creating a weapon mod. Now, from doing this, you can get 4 mods. You can get you can get solar damage mod, you can get arc damage mod, and a void damage mod, and you can get the kinetic weapon mod. I call them kinetic weapon mods. I'm actually referring to a weapon damage mod or whatever it is. But you can get them from doing this. It is the best way. I've gotten like 5 in the past couple days. It's very good. And I would highly recommend doing this. Now, I did record before, but my audio wasn't on, so I already used up the mod components I have here. But from doing that, I got a weapon attack mod. I'll go put it up. I'll put up the footage right now of me getting it. But yeah, you can get it. To show you, that's not fake. I'll go and dismantle 2 mods that I have. I got a lot of void mods, so I'll dismantle one of these, and I'm just going to dismantle randomly because I honestly don't care. And let's hope I get it. No, I got the void damage mod. Damn it. Well, I'll put the footage up as I said before, and you can go watch it. And as you can see, I did get one, so it means you can get one from doing this, and it is probably the best way of doing it. I would highly recommend doing it, and it's the best way of farming it. Now, the when getting mod components, which is what you need to get make a mod, is to you can, as you saw before, you can dismantle legendary mods. That's the best way. It's a consistent way. You get one every single time, but sometimes you run out of legendary mods, or you don't, or the legendary mods you have you don't want to get rid of. So the best thing to do after that is then to dismantle rare mods. Now you can get a chance of getting a mod component. Again, it's still rare. It's not that rare that it's not going to happen. Realistically, it's not going to happen, but it's rare enough that it's not going to happen on a consistent basis, and I wouldn't do it all the time. What I do recommend is not dismantling from your inventory. I recommend keeping that, because if you get 3, you can turn it into a legendary mod. So that means that I would not move it. I would just leave those alone unless you really, really, really need mod components. Then I would do it. But if you have, this is what I normally do. If you have rare mods in your postmaster, and you don't have any space, and you don't want to put anything in there, or don't want to dismantle anything you already have in there, what I recommend is to dismantle the rare mods in the postmaster, and then you have a chance of getting a mod component. If you don't, well, that's too bad. Go do something else. Go farm something. Try and get some more mods. But if you do, then whoop-de-doo, there you go. You got a mod component. And yeah, I've also got to recommend. I don't know how rare this is, but I got 2 mod components from 1 legendary mod. I don't know if this is extremely rare. It's only happened to me once. I wouldn't hope that that's going to happen, because that's only happened to me once. I've dismantled heaps of the legendary mods, so I wouldn't put your hopes up to get that. But this letting it can happen. And I was like, holy shit, I think I got a connect mod from doing that. So I wouldn't put your hopes up of that happening. That's probably not going to happen. It's probably extremely rare, but it can happen. Just letting you know that is a possibility. But yeah, if this is probably the best way of doing it, as you can see from before, from the footage I just showed. And yeah, best way to farm it. This is why I was surprised that most of my friends didn't know this. The people have been playing for a while. The people at really high levels, they obviously knew, because they've been playing this game a while. But a lot of people didn't. And I was very surprised by that. So that's why I'm putting out this video, to let people know. I'm guessing there's a video up there somewhere showing this, showcasing this. But I haven't checked. I don't really care. I'm just putting a video up because I want to show some people this, and make some people's Destiny experience a lot better. Because before I knew this, because I've only recently found this out, the only weapon for example, my Warlock that had a legendary weapon attack mod on it was my Scatlock, and that was the only weapon that I was really able to use in higher level stuff. So that was really annoying to me, because all these weapons, I was like, oh, these are so cool, but I didn't want to infuse stuff to it, because there would be no point. I would much rather infuse stuff into this, get them up, because they already had weapon attack mods on it, arc damage mods on it, and it would be more valuable to infuse into those, and then just always have my Scatlock on. But now with this, I can actually use all these weapons in high level stuff, and now I can infuse stuff and make these weapons I really enjoy using, and I can actually use them. So doing this increases your enjoyability of Destiny 2, and I just want to spread this out. I'll show some people, and yeah, if you enjoyed it, if you learned something, if you didn't know this, and now you know how to get weapon attack mods, leave a like. If you like the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. And in the comments, please tell me why you didn't dislike the video, because the only way I can improve as a person and as a creator is by getting criticism. Don't be like a dickhead about it. Don't be like, oh, this video fucking sucks. But if you don't like the video, just give me some criticism. And yeah, thank you for listening to my dumbass voice. Thank you for listening to me stutter constantly, because I just stutter a lot. But I do this so that I can stop stuttering. Ever since I've been doing this, my speech has been a lot better. I've been stuttering a lot still in this video, but that's just the only reason I do this. So thanks for stopping by and watching me try and get better at speaking, and yeah, I'll see you next time.